Hey there guys, so this is my Mitch review of Season 1 of the 2018 Reboot of Charmed. Okay, so let's start off with, I did a video back in 6 months ago about the pilot and second episode, and it has been blocked and flagged. Maybe because I called them out on it. Hey, so I'm gonna do my full-on review on the TV Reboot of Charmed, and watch this real quick. Yeah, it's that bad.
I'm taking you in.
You have a white lighter who can fucking apparate! Apparate! Yeah, I might want to look into disputing it only because, surprisingly, this new Charm has been a green light for Season 2. And I don't know why, because they need to learn to charm, right? And looking at the flag, I might want to look at it again and dispute it because really I just had the first episode playing behind me. I had like the audio cut out, it's just me talking, and that's no different than anyone doing like a first episode rewatch and reaction video. So I kind of want to look into maybe disputing it. So again with the show, like I said in my first review, is that this is really a departure from the original Charm, and I love the original Charm. I grew up on the original Charm, and then I guess all this series needs to have for a reboot is the name Charm, Charm Ones, and the Power 3. Other than that, it just takes a full departure. Watching the whole season, and I did it so that y'all didn't have to, and then I did it so that I can do this review, right? And so this whole first season, okay, so I guess the likes about it is their white lighter Harry. He plays a character called Frank in The Man in the High Castle, so I like him. And I kind of like his storyline as about being a white lighter. I kind of like Maggie's character and her half demon boyfriend. And so it's kind of like Phoebe and Cole's storyline. And I kind of like Mel and her first girlfriend. She comes back again. So she has two girlfriends in this season, like the Sarkana girl and the cop girl. And so the cop girl comes back, and then they have a dynamics again. And so I don't like Mel as a character, but I kind of like the cop. And then again, I can't even think of their names because that's how bad the show is. Going into what I said in my first review about the show, so blatantly the show is like SJW. It's SJW all over the place. I called it the Charm Justice Warrior just because how SJW it is. I mean, it's one, okay, so social justice in itself is cool, but when you put it as a forefront, when you throw it down our throats, I have a problem. When you start pandering to like being woke, I have a problem. Like, it's just a problem when you have dialogue and you're throwing things kind of like cis male and believe all women and gender fluidity. It's like that doesn't do a story first. Like, write a good story and then maybe add those things, maybe not, but like don't put it in the forefront, right? And that's one thing about like reading into the show. It's supposed to be a fun, fierce feminist reboot. Like I said in my first video, the first original Charm was like a feminist reboot. They didn't need to say cis male and me too in front of it. Like Prue, again, she was a museum curator and then she went to follow her passions as a photographer. Piper, she was a chef and became an entrepreneur as a business owner and a club owner. Phoebe, she went back to school, studied psychology so she can be a columnist and help people not only with her powers but with her advice, right? And then Paige, she went from social worker to white lighter to headmaster. So they were empowering women without saying all of this SJW terms and talking points, right? Now, again, going into this season, oh my goodness, I don't know how I kind of survived, but it's just, again, it's such a departure, right? Like, put all the SJW stuff aside, right? And then they're so overpowered. Like, oh my goodness, like, the Macy character, the Prue character, she can squint and use telekinesis. She can use her hands as telekinesis. She can choke almost crush someone's heart through telekinesis. They're so overpowered. The Mel character, the Piper character, she can freeze inside and outside the whole building. Like, she's so overpowered, and they don't even need potions and magic, and like she has all these spells that she can throw energy bombs and shields. Like, they are so overpowered. Maggie, her powers are empathy, the later version of Phoebe, her powers, she goes in Tartarus and she can like make this energy, like this emotion, energy field or something after, like, yo, like what is going on? And then they introduced the Source in this and they killed him off. Like, the Source was a major factor, and I guess kind of cool. The Source in here is neutral. It's good and bad. It's a source of all magic. But the fact that they introduce it and wipe it out, like, what is going on? And then they wipe it out through what? They use, like, I need to find the episode. They like, oh, we're for each other. Like, no. In the original series, the Source was defeated by the most powerful spell that they devised. The one where they call the ancestors. It was super dope. And for this to like, oh, we're best friends and family, and we can defeat the Source. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, next one, the Elders. So in the original series, the Elders were White Lighters who are just senior White Lighters, right? So they govern, right? Here, Elders are just senior witches, and it doesn't even matter because they wiped them out. And then they have this episode where they block their faces, which is hilarious. When they put out that episode, it was in the prime of the NPC meme, right?
That makes total sense. What's with their faces?
I do apologize for the unnerving disguises, but with whoever is hunting us still at large, all other elders' identities must remain protected for now.
Return to dark, where shadows dwell. You cannot have this Halliwell.
Right? It is hilarious. Like, what the hell are you guys thinking? And then, again, they totally killed them off. Like, what is going on? Learn to charm. Like, research the original charm and build upon it. Like, and then, oh, there's an episode where they gave them weapons. Like, what? Without any training. What? What? Learn to charm. Goodness. Okay, so obviously I'm livid, right? I need a break. Like, it's so infuriating, this show, right? So again, they don't even look into, pun intended, the source material. And they just, like, I don't understand where they're trying to go with this show. Like, maybe the showrunners didn't even think this show was going to get past its first season. I really didn't think it was going to, but I guess they're going to do it, right? And so, in the next season, the Elders will wipe out, so it's up to these three girls to run the magical community. It's stupid, right? And then, I think one of the worst things in the show, again, they don't even consider, like, the original series in this, and that they deviate so much that this is, like I said, a departure, but this is totally off the books, right? And the worst, I think the worst offense, I think, is Macy. Not that she's a bad character, it's just that she died when she was a child and their mom decided to use black magic, blood magic, necromancy, whatever, to bring her back to life. They used dark magic. These good witches used dark magic to bring a child back to life. Like, I mean, what? In what world do you do that? Like, in what world do these good charm ones or good witches is supposed to use dark magic? Like, and then she's half demon, and then this, like, in a way that's supposed to be cool, but they're supposed to be good witches. What are you doing? And it's only cool because they dive into, like, the comedy of, you know, actually, like, what would be the repercussions of that? But again, they fall short because these are supposed to be the good guys and they use dark magic. What? Moving forward, I don't know. I guess I'm going to need to watch the season 2, but I really don't know where they're going. And it's such a different show from the original series. It's so stupid. They're only using the name Charm just so they can build an audience. And I am reading all of these reviews like, oh, this is so great. I don't know in what world you think this is great. Like, you must not have watched the original series. Like, you probably don't know any of the original spells. Like, what the hell? Get out of here. I think I'm done. The show is so frustrating. I need to calm down. But I needed to put this out there because I want people to, like, speak about this and not just like, oh, I'm with the show because I need to virtue signal with everyone else. Yeah, let's just be real, okay? This show needs to learn to charm and we need to move forward, okay? Watch The 100. That's a good show, okay? Watch Riverdale. It's crazy, but that's a good show. And then I'll probably do reviews on all those other ones. But you can check out my Riverdale review in my videos too. But okay, so this ends up this video. I think I'm done ranting about this video and breaking it down and destroying it. Mitch destroys charm. But yeah, okay, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me on my Instagram at HeyMitchMitch. You can also follow my joint Instagram at It's Mandatory Fun and our joint YouTube at It's Mandatory Fun, where we're doing more reviews and we're still building that channel. But thanks again for watching. Please comment below. See how if I was brutal here or not mean enough. And yeah, let's see the next video. Cool, thanks, awesome.